Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rayhan.
Gimana?
Assalamualaikum, I'm Raffi.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Novi.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Hasan.
And today, I want to introduce you all about me and my family culture and include how I perform prayer as a Muslim Indonesian who lives in the United States. I was born in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. You can pronounce Yogyakarta or often simply Jogja. This city is renowned as being the center of Javanese fine art and culture, such as the wayang kulit shadow puppetry, as well for gamelan music, Ramayana ballet, drama, poetry, silversmithing, and batik textile. Yogyakarta is more than just cultural and religious site. It's a city center. The Kraton is Sri Sultan's palace. This is Indonesia. Indonesia is the world's largest archipelagic state. Nobody knows how many exactly islands make up Indonesia. Estimates have a range from 13,466 to 18,307. And Yogyakarta is on the island of Java. With that many islands, Indonesia has 34 provinces, including Yogyakarta, which is the only royal city still ruled by monarchy. Separated by the sea, each island has their own language, customs, and their way of life. And most islands are multi-ethnic, with large and small groups forming geographical enclaves. More than 700 languages and dialects are spoken. That's why Indonesia has so many traditions and cultures. Indonesia is also known as the world's largest Muslim-majority nation. The archipelago gradually adopted Islam between the 13th and 16th centuries. Actually, there are 6 religions in Indonesia: Islam, Protestantism, Catholicism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. Indonesians are generally very spiritual. We take our religious practices very seriously, and this is reflected in our daily rituals, ceremonies, even the grandness of our places of worship. And speaking about me as a Muslim, not many of my friends know that every day I wake up at 5 in the morning. We Muslims do 5 prayers a day. In the early morning before sunrise, it is called Fajr or Subuh prayer. Before noon, it is called Zuhur prayer. After noon, it is called Asr prayer. At sunset, it is called Maghrib. And at night, it is called Isha. I usually do Fajr prayer at the masjid or mosque. The interesting thing to do prayer at the masjid is there's adhan before prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la
Adhan is the very beautiful Islamic call to prayer recited by a muezzin at prescribed times of the day. I usually go to the masjid with my little brother and my dad before adhan time around 5 to 6 a.m. and going back at home around 7 to have breakfast and then get ready for virtual school. But sometimes I prayed at home when I can't make it on time like today. It's so challenging to wake up early, especially in the wintertime or when the weather is so cold, but also so much fun in the same time. When we can see the beautiful sunrise every morning, doing Fajr prayer in the early morning also can increase our focus, making our mind and body more healthy and fresh. However, that's even more challenging during Ramadan. Ramadan is our favorite month. All Muslims in the world are also excited with Ramadan. In Ramadan, we usually wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. for doing sahur. Sahur is like breakfast during Ramadan. And after Fajr, we don't eat any food and drinks until Maghrib time. Don't freak out. Yeah, me and my family and all Muslims in the world are doing this in the month of Ramadan. It is called Shawm or fasting. And guess what? Ramadan is coming so soon. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. And the end of Ramadan, there are celebrations that is called Eid al-Fitr. It is a religious holiday celebrated by Muslims around the world after accomplishing one of the most important duties during Ramadan. Lots of Muslims celebrate this by performing beautiful takbir with gendang or beduk instruments in the night of Eid al-Fitr. And in the next morning, we will do Eid al-Fitr prayer at the masjid.
وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده لا إله إلا الله.
After prayer, we usually spend time exchanging gifts and visiting friends and family. This is me and our family in our Muslim clothes. Look at my mom. Yeah, she is the most beautiful woman in the world for me. She makes me say this actually. She is wearing hijab since she is very young. Hijab is a religious veil worn by Muslim women to cover the hair in the presence of any male outside of their immediate family. At last but not least, I want to show you how I perform prayer at home. Before we do prayer, first we should clean up our face, hand, and feet. It's called wudu. I also don't forget to start with Bismillah and finish it with Alhamdulillah. Bismillah means in the name of God, and Alhamdulillah means thanks to God. All Muslims are suggested to do this every time they do something. Anyways, if you ever see someone doing prayer in the public area, please let them do. Sometimes we can't go to proper places like the masjid or at home because of the situation, like during school or work. All we need is just a little quiet and clean place to do it, and prayer does not take a long time, usually around 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for having us in this event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you.